yeah, we have several types of hackers. So there are 8 types, as I said: script kiddie, black hats, white hats, gray hats, green hats, red hats, activists, and blue hats. So I told you I'll be covering this in detail. Let's talk about the first one, a script kiddie. A script kiddie is a person who simply copy pastes content. Okay, you just go to Google and copy paste somebody else's script and use it and say, I know hacking. Okay, I'm a hacker now. But these are actually not hackers. Okay, these are the people who think they are hackers. They are just getting started. They have just entered into this field. So the first person is a script kiddie. The second person is the hero of our story. That is a white hat hacker. A white hat hacker is also our ethical hacker. So this is the good guy, and the job is to protect people from getting hacked. They will they will penetrate the defenses of networks. They will penetrate the defenses of different kind of computer systems and servers, and they will tell the people that this is how your system can be hacked, and this is what you should be doing in protecting yourself. So the white hat hackers are the good guys. These are what we call as the ethical hackers. And luckily, you are also a good guy. You will also be an ethical hacker, right? Okay. So that's what
Yes,
a
yes.
white hat hacker does. Now the black hat hacker is just the opposite of the white hat hacker. These are the bad guys, and these are called they call themselves hackers or crackers. They use weak security in the in the computers or in the systems, and they can hack people's credit card information or steal bank information or take somebody's confidential data and sell it to their competitors for a profit. So these are the people who are usually working for financial gains or for some kind of revenge or to take on somebody. So these are the bad guys. They are the illegal people, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of hacking is taking place, and this is why cybersecurity professionals have to continuously be on guard. These are also the people who will create viruses and malware, and they'll spread it to different people. Okay. Now, in between the black color and the white color, which is the color?
Say.
Gray, right? So the next kind of a hacker is a gray hat hacker. A gray hat hacker, as the name suggests, does a little bit of good things and a little bit of bad things. Okay, so sometimes they will violate the laws, and sometimes they will use their knowledge to help people. So a little like sometimes they will work for their own profits, and sometimes they will use their skills to improve the security purposes. So these are the gray hat hackers. The next type of hacker is what we call as the green hat hackers. So green hat hackers are slightly better than the script kiddies. Okay, the script kiddies are, you can say, the first stage. The green hat hackers are, you can say, the second stage. That means, as of right now, you can call yourself a green hat hacker, where you are striving to become a better hacker, and you've chosen to learn more things. And slowly, you will reach this one. That means you will become a white hat hacker. Okay.
Okay.
So as the course goes on, right now on day one, you are always a green hat hacker. Okay. So then comes the red hat hacker. The red hat, as the red is a sign of danger, right? So
Yeah.
a red hat hacker is, once upon a time, a red hat hacker was a white hat hacker. But what happened is they started using aggressive methods, and they sometimes destroy the black hat hackers. They damage their computers. They insert viruses into their systems, and sometimes they are so malicious that sometimes they even kill the black hat hackers. Okay, so yes, they are against hacking, but the way they do it is a very aggressive way, and hence the color red. This is why we call them red hat hackers. Okay. I hope you're following so far.
Yeah.
Okay, great. The next kind of hacker category is the blue hat hacker category. So blue hats are, you can say, these were once upon a time black hat hackers. These were the bad guys. But then what happened is now they are, you can say, they are employed, or you can say they are appointed by some security firms to help them in hacking. So these are what we call as blue hats. Now, what is the difference between white hat blue hat. Okay, both are hired by security firms to check for flaws and weaknesses. Blue hats are also checking, white hats are also checking. So what is the difference between blue hats and white hats? Both are testing the system for flaws. White hats are the good guys. Blue hats were once upon a time black hats. Now, why would somebody want to appoint a black hat to perform testing instead of appointing a white hat? Yeah, what do you think is the reason?
Why they appoint the black
Sorry?
hats instead of the white hat? No? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't catch you. Why do you think somebody would do that?
Maybe because they feel the black hat, they feel black hats no more than the white hat.
Yes, very, very true. It's not as if the black hats know more than the white hats. One of the reasons is black hats will always look at the illegal ways, whereas the white hats will always look at the legal ways of hacking.
Just like what you said before you can rob the bank, you have to think like the robbers before you
Yes,
can rob the bank, which is the
correct.
black hat.
Yes, black hats will think like black hats, whereas a white hat will, yes, will not be able to think like that. So it is like thought is important, na? So you think like a thief.
Yeah.
Hmm? This one can do that. This one cannot do that because this person is not a thief. So this
Okay.
person will not be able to think and find the flaws, and this is why we have to appoint blue hats. So blue hats are the people who were once upon a time the bad guys. They are granted bail. They are taken out of prison. They are appointed by big multinational companies, and they are told that you have to find the weakness and you have to perform certain things which a white hat hacker can never do. Okay, so that's why blue hat hackers are appointed, right? Okay. The next one is hacktivism. Now, what exactly is hacktivism? Hacktivism is basically, you can say, a combination of hacking, a combination of hacking and activism. Okay, so that's why it is called as hacktivism. Okay, so hacktivism, the purpose of it's a hacker who hides their identity and remains hidden and remains rather you can say they remain anonymous. Okay, the purpose is to protect themselves, but at the same time what they want to do is they want to expose all the corruption that are going on in the government or in the political fields, or some kind of important news to be leaked into the media, or some corrupt practices going into big multinational organizations, or anything, or it could be even a country level. If you want to talk something bad about the current government or about the ruler of that country, and sometimes it's very easy, if if they come to know that it was this particular person, that person will be immediately, that person will be killed, and that person, even probably the body also would not be found. So in certain countries, in certain places, or rather everyone in the world now, okay, such kind of hackers are there who remain anonymous and who give information about what is going on in the political culture, what is going on in the scene, and their main purpose is freedom of speech and in exposing different kinds of frauds and different kind of scams. So this is the whole purpose of you can say the hacktivism, that is exposing scams and frauds without getting caught. If they themselves get caught, then it's over. Okay, so That is what we call hacktivism. Okay. So I told you earlier in the class that I'll cover hacktivism in detail, which is why I skipped it that time because I wanted to give you the overview of that. In